swooning a bit from all the words of praise that I've received tonight. When I think about it, probably adding up to more than I received in 20 years of politics and 50 years of marriage. But I'm sure that in a few moments, Michael Kirby will bring me back down to earth, as he always does. But before I introduce Michael to you, and we begin our conversation, let me say, however, to Jean, how much I really do appreciate both your general very kind words, but in particular your appreciation of the work we've started to do to break down the bamboo ceiling, to recognise the extent to which Asian Australians are an underappreciated and underutilised national resource when it comes to leadership positions in both the public and private sectors, and to identify the nature and scale of the effort that we need to put in to ensure that cultural diversity gets the same serious attention that gender diversity has always deserved and is now getting. In referring to that work, I want to acknowledge, as Jean has done, and warmly thank the wonderful partners that ANU has had, AsiaLink, Melbourne University and PwC, in getting that first Australian Asian Leadership Summit off the ground this year. I also want to take this occasion to pay particular tribute to my Executive Officer and Manager of the Melbourne office, ANU office, Jieh-Yung Lo. Where's Jieh-Yung? Over there. He's been a very worthy successor to two outstanding former executive officers of mine, Tully Fletcher and Tim Mayfield, who I'm delighted to see joining us tonight. But over the last 3 years, Jieh-Yung has really performed magnificent service to ANU, not only giving me absolutely first-class executive support, all that I could possibly wish for as Chancellor, not only in building up our general outreach profile with Melbourne's business, professional, philanthropic and policy communities by organising monthly roundtables with the Australian Institute of International Affairs and the Centre for Policy Development, both of whom are represented by their CEOs here tonight, bringing down, as we have, the best and brightest of our ANU researchers to lead the discussions which I've chaired. Not only also in working with alumni relations in Canberra and a terrific team of alumni volunteers down here, of which Jean is just one, to put together alumni outreach programs and events like this, but I have particular cause to pay tribute to Jieh-Yung in suggesting to me that I make the bamboo ceiling the subject of my Wilari Tedjosiswoyo AsiaLink lecture in March, in working with me to research and articulate the issues, and then working absolutely indefatigably with, again, ANU volunteers and our external partners to put together the Asian Australian Leadership Summit, about which Jean spoke so movingly. So I'm delighted that although Jieh-Yung will no longer have a role supporting the Chancellor after I turn back into a pumpkin on the 31st of December, the Melbourne King is dead, but long live the West Australian Queen. I'm delighted to say that the ANU, through Brian's good offices, has agreed to continue to support Jieh-Yung in a full-time role as the ANU's Melbourne office in Collins Street, both to continue and hopefully extend further the outreach and alumni programs that he's managed so well, but also, subject to us generating some external philanthropic support, for which I'll be hounding some of you further, to be the director of this newly established Centre for Asia-Australian Leadership, which, as you heard from Brian earlier and again now from Jean, will work to break the bamboo ceiling through research, through executive training programs and through advocacy outreach. It'll be wonderful to have Jieh-Yung still aboard at ANU, so please do join with me again in expressing appreciation for everything that he's done and will continue to do.